Hello everyone, I am doing another video. Today I am going to be making cheese and ham toasties. It's a pretty simple meal. All you're going to need: bread, ham from your local butchers or from any sort of leading shop brand, cheese, butter, and if you want we can add onion. So I'm going to start by peeling and chopping this onion. What you want to do, get your knife, cut off the top part like so, put that to the sides, then get rid of the excess skin if you have to. This again is an old onion. I seem to have a lot of old fruit and vegetables in my house. We'll try to use them up as much as we can. Peeling it off, and what we want to do is just cutting it in half. Rid of any excess. What we want to do is we want to slice it very thinly. And if you want to do half, do half. If you want to do a whole one, do a whole one. I'm only going to do half because this is only going to be feeding 2 people. And I think half an onion is probably going to be enough. Then what we're going to need is a pot. It can be a small pot, relatively small pot. And greaseproof paper. So get a bit of greaseproof paper out, just enough to cover the whole top. Tear down that so it will fit better. Then what you want to do is you want to fold it again, and then fold it one more time until followed it about 4 times, as you can see. Then what you want to do is you want to find the middle. Using a pair of scissors, you want to cut so it will essentially just cover the top. Unfold it. Got a nice little cylinder shape here. And this will fit quite snugly into the pan, as you can see there. Once you've cut up your onion, then what you want to do is you want to turn your pot to a medium heat. Let that start warming up a little bit. Put a little bit of butter in, followed by a dash of olive oil. So the butter is for the taste and the olive oil is to stop the butter burning. And whilst that melts down, we just want to stick all our onion in. There we go. Put that to the side. And then just move that around a little bit. Then what you want to do is, once you've got your parchment paper, scrumple it all up so it's nice and scrumpled, and get it a little bit wet. And then unfold it like so, and going back to the pan, just fit it in nicely, nice and snug, and cover. Then if you've got a pot lid, that's great. I don't have a pot lid, so stick a pot on top of that. What you want to do is to keep an eye on it for 5 to 10 minutes, making sure that the greaseproof paper is still wet. Be careful when taking off the plate or pot lid, because you will burn your hands from the steam coming from it. Right, whilst we've got the onion cooking, we're going to prepare the rest of the cheese and ham toastie. Now this is for my kids who don't eat crusts, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the bread and I'm just going to cut off the crusts like so. You can throw them away if you want. There's other things you can do with bread crusts. If you want, you can blitz them down, and then you've got some bread crumbs that you can use for other things such as stuffing, breaded chicken, breaded fish, anything like that. And we've got, what would you call that? Crustless bread sandwiches ready. So then we go on to get our cheese ready. What you want to do is you want to get a block of cheese. There's 2 ways you can do this. You can do this with a knife, cut it like so, nice and thin. Or if you want to get extra thin slices, what I found the best thing to do is get a grater and just grate away. And it makes a nice little thin slice. And what we'll do is, putting them into our sandwich, we'll just start to layer like so. Layer that on, And then what we'll need is our ham. Getting a big chunk of ham, thinly sliced, from wherever, Tesco, Aldi, Lidl, Asda, your butchers, wherever you want to get it from. Just cut that up a nice little bit so it's just easier to spread. And then we just wait for our onions. Yeah. So, after you've waited about 5 or 10 minutes with the onions, what you want to do is you want to remove the greaseproof paper. Here we can see a lot of moisture has left the onions, and we're going to leave that again on the same heat to let all the onion sugars sort of evaporate and caramelize the onions.
Mummy, did you guys need to go to the woods?
Daddy, yeah, and we'll go after lunch, how about that? Yeah? We'll go to the woods after lunch, yeah? I need you out of your pajamas though.
Oh, right now?
No, not right now. Never mind. Right, now that we've let the onions caramelise a little bit, what we're going to do is we're going to put them onto our cheese and ham toasties. Very carefully. There we go. 1 and 2. As I said, you only need half an onion, and that's more than enough for the kids. So we'll put that down. Kids probably won't like onion. I found that my wife loves onion on hers, and we'll see if my kids actually do eat this with onion. If not, it goes to my wife and I do this all over again. So now that you've actually assembled the sandwiches, like so, what you want to do is you want to add butter to the tops of the sandwiches. Get some room temperature butter. If you find that your butter is still a bit too solid, what you can do is you can stick it in the microwave. Stick it in the microwave for about 20 seconds. Almost finished. So, get a brush. If it's a clean brush, I'm sure it will work fine. And then start pasting the top of the bread with butter. And this is to stop it from sticking and burning to the pan. And 2. So, once you've got your pan to a nice high temperature, what you want to do, bringing your sandwiches over, you want to make sure you haven't got any brushes on there, and place them down, butter side down, onto the pan. Now, what you've also got to do is you've got to apply some pressure onto the tops of these. So, I've got one of these flat weights, which pushes down like so. If you haven't got one of those, you can use a clean pan. It's a bit smaller than the other pan, and stick some additional weight on top. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this just for a second. You want to give it a minute. You'll hear it sizzling away. And whilst you're doing that, you want to get the top of the butter ready. I'd give it a minute, 2 minutes. Just take off the weights at the top and then start buttering the top of the sandwich. Run, daughter. Like so. There we go, nice and buttered. We'll give it an extra minute. What you want to do is you want to get a spatula. These are called fish spatulas. Do that. You can have a look at the bottom of your sandwich, see how that's doing. It's starting to brown quite nicely. So I'm going to put a little bit more weight on. And the weight will help melt the butter as well. Melt the cheese even. An apple? Apple. Give that a minute. One thing you can do is tidy up mess whilst you're waiting. So we'll turn that over now. We'll see how they're doing. Oh yeah, here we go. As you can see, they've browned off nicely, so they're a little bit toasty. And then what we'll do is we'll put weight back on, push it down, and then give it another minute.
Yes, little man.
My face.
What?
My face.
Is it your teeth?
Just flip.
You get apple stuck between your teeth again.
There we go.
Oh, you
Come
love
on
that,
in,
babe.
go play.
Can we go play?
Yeah.
Don't forget to turn off your other hobs when you're not using them.
Right, now that that's done, let's have a look at the finished product. Take them out. Turning them over. Yeah, they were on a little bit too long, but that's the thing when you've got kids, sometimes you just have to sort of leave your food for a minute to try and sort them out. What can you do? So, what we'll do is we'll just cut them up. Ooh. We'll have a look inside. And yeah, you can see that it's nice and cooked in the middle. And the cheese is melted. And we'll just plate them up. Nothing too fancy, it's a nice little quick lunch. Hopefully they enjoy. Thank you very much. Do you like it? Is it good? Good, good, good. Do you like it?
Like it.
Yeah? Is it good?
Good.
Can I take a bite?